Onward to the news. Well, the story.
Yes.
Of the day.
This day has gone down as a day in history of just constant what the I'm sorry, if you see me keep on looking down as there are two 50-pound dogs
Our
in my
other
lap,
babies.
and they're like bothering me because they're not getting attention. So if you hear any click clacking, that's them walking around.
They're just not having it right now. Like, why aren't you paying attention to me? Y'all want to see this amount of cuteness?
They fight for this.
But yeah, should you start or me?
Okay, well, let's see. Today, woke up, wanted to get up early so we can go in and get a start on the day, and she was gonna drop me off at work because she had things to do today with the car. And okay, woke up. I feel like I ain't getting no rest whatsoever. It's like I fought a battle all night long. So I was like, I slept because I didn't wake up through the night, but I didn't get any rest at all. So I woke up feeling exhausted, coupled with intense hunger pains like I didn't eat last night. So I'm just in stomach pain and exhausted. Took me to work, and I walked in, and I'm thinking everything's gonna be fine. I think you should pick up now, because that's when it went haywire.
So, dropped him off at work. I had to take my sister to her eye appointment today. And no big deal. It was gonna be, so I dropped him off around 6:30-ish. I had to pick her up from her job around 8:30. So, good thing. I took a little nap between dropping him off and picking her up.
Good thing, too.
Oh, it's a real good thing, because when I went to go get her, on my way, now, luckily, nothing happened while I was on the highway, but when I was getting off on the exit to get to her job, I heard a ding. What's this ding? It was a ding that showed a steering wheel and an exclamation point. I didn't know what that was. So I was like, okay, what's going on? But I'm in the middle of driving. I can't really stop and check it out. So I keep going. And no sooner do I turn into her job, my steering wheel locks on me. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? So I'm turning and turning and turning. I'm like, I have to put all my upper body strength into this. And she gets in the car. Luckily, she was right there when I pulled into her job. And we get in the car. And I'm telling her, I can't turn my wheel. And she was like, did you want to try turning it off and turning it back on and see if that helps? I turned the car off. Attempt to turn it back on.
Jesus.
So now I'm thinking, who do I need to call? Because I am going to be stranded at her job. That's it. But then it started back up. So I was like, okay, well, maybe it's okay. And the steering wheel hazard light wasn't on, or warning light wasn't on. So I continued to take her to her eye doctor, which is only about 5 minutes. 5, maybe 7 minutes away, if that. And I take her there, and then my steering wheel begins to lock back up on me.
Oh,
so
I'm so glad
I'm like,
nothing bad happened on the highway.
Great. Okay, this is what I need. Why is this happening? Now, this is just a rundown. I'm not a mechanic of any kind. I have no knowledge of anything. I know what a flat tire is. Hell, I know how to change it. I never have, but I know how. At least I know that. But Don't ask me about oil changes. Nothing. Okay, don't ask me anything because I don't know. All right, I know if it doesn't have gas,
It ain't going.
it's not going. I know if you have a flat tire, it's not going. So, well, it can, but you're not supposed to. So my first instinct always is to text him, but he's at work, and we have one car. Hence, that's why I had to drop him off. We have one car, and this one car of ours decides to lock up on me, and then it never died, thank God.
Yes.
But I'm sorry, my dog's over here. But it never died, but I knew I couldn't drive it with the steering wheel locked up like that. So I didn't know what to do. So all I'm thinking, I gotta get it towed. That's my thinking. I'm like, I have to get it towed. So what am I gonna do? So my sister and I sat in the car she was looking through the little manual thing trying to figure out what that is. And I've never opened a book. I know it just sounds like a horrible adult. But I haven't. I'm just being honest.
No, it's not. It's not horrible. It's just most people don't think about it. What? What do you want? I'm not editing this. Get down. This is a different dog, by the way. It's not the first set of legs you saw. Get down. Get down. Get down. Thank you. Yes, love you too. Get down.
Oh, well, I thought he was coming over here. So where was I? Sorry, pregnancy brain.
Opening up the manual.
Open up the manual. Yeah, but we found it, and it said that it was a electrical charging malfunction. So there's something wrong with the charging system. Mm-hmm. So my only saving grace, because I saw it briefly, because it only showed up for like a hot second, was the battery light came on. Now I know what that is. So I'm like, is the battery dying? So when I text him, I called my mother because I knew she was home. She works nights now, so I knew she was possibly home, and I can't ask him to come to me because we don't have the one car. So I call the next person that I can, and I wait for her to show up. Now, as texting him, he's saying that we might need steering wheel fluid because that's what it sounds like since the steering wheel locked up. I'm like, okay, great.
Ouch. Why are you biting me? I can't play with you. Ow! Stop! He's really not liking this camera thing right now.
No, he's really not. He's not. They're usually locked up when we do videos, so they're not really used to
Stop.
him not paying attention to them. So now they're just...
Stop. Sit down. Thank you.
But... So I'm like, okay, cool. So if we need steering wheel fluid, I need someone to take me to go get steering wheel fluid. So I was like, I'll tell my mother to take me. So she thinks it's the battery, which she has. Okay, so my father sent me and my mother these little self-battery charging things. So you use your own, you charge it, and then when your battery dies, you hook it onto your battery, and then it's supposed to be like it's as if you hooked up to another car, but without having to flag someone down to help you with it. Does that make any sense? So she's on her way with that. 'Cause she's like, I think it's the battery, because I saw the battery light come on. So I'm like, okay. I said, but the little steering wheel light came on. I said, what is that? I said, he said that I need to probably get some steering wheel fluid. So we're looking up YouTube videos, going on Google, and I can't find anything on a Toyota Camry 2012. I could find 2011, 13, and 14.
But apparently 12 was a special year.
Yes. So I'm like, well, surely the engines can't be that much different in between the 11 and 13. Oh, but it is. It is. So I'm like, I'm screwed. I can't find the place where you put in steering wheel fluid like a normal car. So me and my mom sit there for like maybe 15 minutes trying to figure out where this thing is. So we were like, okay, well maybe we can go to Jiffy Lube or I forgot the other one. Not AutoZone.
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly.
Like one of them.
We're calling everyone. No one does diagnostics anymore.
Remember the days you could just roll up and like, hey, we put it on the machine and see what's going on. Yeah, apparently people just suck nowadays.
I said, what kind
That
of
was
lazy
very
world are we
confusing.
in? No one did diagnostics. I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking now I'm gonna cost me an arm and a leg. I'm gonna have to go to the Toyota place because they would actually be able to tell me what's going on. So, after 15 minutes, me and my mom was sitting there trying to figure out how are we supposed to get this car to act right. I get in the car, I turn off the car. The car's been off for now like 10 minutes. I remember the last time I turned it off for like a second and it wouldn't start up. I turned it back on, car came right back on, no lights. So I'm like, okay. I was like, well, I don't know. And I said, I'll drive around the parking lot to see if the lights come back on. I drove around the parking lot. The light never came back on. It was driving like normal. So I'm like, all right, well, something's wrong. But as of right now, nothing's wrong. So I don't know. But my sister, she had to go into her appointment. And she didn't know if she said sometimes it takes an hour, 2 hours, or 3. So I was like, well, my thought was, since I text him, I'll just go to where his job was, which his job was only 5 minutes away from there. So, great. So, I drive the car to his job. It drives just fine. My mother follows me to make sure I make it there okay. I make it there okay. I let him know that I'm there. I go ahead and let my mom go home because I know she has to go to work tonight. And he came out, tried to look for the reservoir, or what you want to call it, where the steering wheel fluid will go into.
Found nothing.
Found nothing.
I mean,
so we know we need an oil change. So we were like, well, maybe if we get an oil change, maybe that might help something out, because the car is making like it started making a weird noise just this morning.
yeah, so.
Not all the time, just this morning.
Exactly.
So we were like, okay.
And we were long overdue for an oil change. Anyway.
Long overdue. So we were like, okay, let's go ahead and get this oil change. So we go get the oil changed. You want to take it?
Oh, yeah, sure. We go to a place that's nearby that has very good prices. They usually, they did good work today, but they always do good work. And, we set up, we need an oil change, and hopefully that takes care of the problem of that noise, and maybe whatever's going on with the whole power steering situation will be okay. So we sit there, we wait for about an hour and a half, almost 2, and we was like, this oil change taking a minute. And finally the guy, the service manager, comes out and he's like, so first thing I'm gonna say is I can't say sorry enough. And we're both like, what? You was just supposed to change the oil. He's like, but we need to talk about what's going on. You come with me. Now he takes us into the shop. Like, they don't ever take you into the shop unless some bull done went down. And I'm expecting them to say that, something went on with the electrical system or something else major that went down and they can't do that there. So we go around and it says, all right, I had your car up on the jacks, and when we lowered it, the passenger door was open and the mechanic didn't know that it was open. I, for the life of me, still can't figure out why it was open. But it was open when they lowered it, and they lowered the door down on top of a toolbox. So instantly our door went from straight to bent. You just toe up the bottom of our door. And now he's like, so the door can close, but you have to slam it, put some real force into it. And I was like, what? Came here for an oil change. So all I'm thinking is like, okay, so the universe wants to fight today. Universe really wants to scrap. Cause it's like, first the car act up on her, make red lights flash on the screen, then power steering wouldn't work, and now my door won't close. But the oil got changed, and he's like, oh yeah, we tested your battery, and it says your battery is very, very low, it's close to dying. So, and your car has electric power steering, not like every other car I've ever been in my life, where you can pour power steering fluid in it to help it if there's power steering issues. No, it's electric. It's controlled by the battery. So when the battery starts to die, it takes power away from other systems, and you can't do things that you're supposed to do. So that was that issue. A new battery is what we needed to solve that issue. But now I have this dent in my door, and my door closes if you throw it like a linebacker. So yeah, and he just kept apologizing, and I can't even be mad at it. He just apologized profusely and said that the shop will take care of all the damages. You just got to go get an estimate, and whenever you get that, bring it back to us. We'll set it up. Don't worry about it. We'll pay for it. And it's like, okay, cool. And they took care of the oil change for free. They didn't charge us for anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, they owned up to it, so thank you for that, and I'm not gonna worry about it. We gonna go and get this estimate right quick, because at this point it's getting later in the day. We haven't ate yet. I was like, we'll go get this estimate and then we'll go eat and bring it back. And as soon as we crank up the car, boom. We didn't crank up the car. The car's like, nah, bro, we gonna wait a minute. It took a minute for the engine to turn over, and then it came on, and the power steering light was on again. So it's like, oh, okay. I see. We have to get a battery right now before we do anything. It's dying right now.
Right now.
So we went from there and made a grave mistake. We went from there to Walmart to get a battery because, I've been going to Walmart for batteries for years. Anytime I need one, just go there, grab it. And I would take it home. Because I would have somebody else take me or whatever. I would go with my dad. So I would always take the battery home and put the battery in the car myself. But I needed it right now, and this was the car that I was in, so I wanted them to install it. There's no extra charge or anything, because I didn't have any tools with me in the car. If I did, I would just take it and put the battery in myself. But no tools means I have to let them do it. Grave mistake. Man, we were in Walmart for almost 2 hours. Because
we were already at the other place for
almost 2 hours.
No, not almost.
No,
that was 2 hours.
So now we 3.5 in, almost 4 of this day. It took forever because the lady who was working there, she was working alone, and the mechanics were all busy. And
I don't understand why they do that to those people that work back there. There should be 2 people. There should be one for check-in and one for check-out.
Because it's 2 different computers that do that.
She had to go check in over here and check out right here,
and answer the phones all the way back over there.
Right.
So it's like she
as
had
well
no
as
help.
Help the people that are in front of her.
Yeah, so she was getting slammed left and right.
When I tell you standing in line took like 15 to 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I say 20 because the dude brought the keys back and gave me the thumbs up like everything is good, and I had to wait in line for like 20 more minutes, just sitting there waiting.
Just sitting there waiting in line to get our keys. So, you try to pass some time in Walmart, and it's easy to do, but it's a lot harder when you know that you're stuck there until they get your car.
Exactly.
And we just kept on going back, like, okay, did they get?
Nope, car didn't move.
Did they get the car yet?
Nope, car didn't move.
No. It took an hour and a half
before they even touched it.
Before they even touched our car.
And it didn't take them long to replace the battery. I still could have done it faster, but whatever. Not even going front on that.
And
man,
I don't like that Walmart. Okay, let's put it like that. I went to another Walmart that's a little further away from here, and I had service so fast.
Yeah.
But I didn't think my car would make it.
Yeah, no.
There.
The way
This
it was acting,
Walmart was close to the place that we were already just leaving
so I needed to get
for
it
the
done.
oil change. So we need everything to be close because
I didn't know if we was gonna make it. Shoot.
the dang battery's dying.
Exactly.
So,
We put the new battery in. All
that
the
in.
lights were gone. Power steering works. His car moves like a dream again. Everything's perfect.
so that was the problem. That should have been the first thing we did.
Exactly. So after that, he was like, "Well, let's go get this estimate so we can go ahead and eat." We go there to get the
Oh,
estimate.
not mind you. I tell you what time we got up this morning. It was 6.
So I woke up at 5.
He had to be there by 6:30. It's now 2:30.
Before
And
we
now-
even go get the estimate.
We have to go get the estimate because I'm like, as the day is winding down, I don't know what time the people are going to close. I need to go ahead and get this estimate so we can get to these people because this needs to be fixed. The door is ridiculous. You can't.
It's awful.
It's horrible.
So
But-
we go to the body shop and they come out, they assess this is the quickest part of the day, by the way.
Yeah, the quickest.
They came in, dude came out, was like bam, bam, bam. All right, let's talk. Let me go get these numbers for you. But after they assessed the car, he was like, all right, here you go. Here's the estimate. It's gonna be $2,400 to fix the door. And I was like, shh. What? Okay, $2,400? Because they have to replace the whole door, repaint
door.
it, and everything. And I was like, yeah, I know who paid for this. Here,
Not
I
us.
gave them their cards. Like, you need to call this man with all the money you need. There you go. Call that man. He told me to give you his card. He gave us a copy of the estimate. Then I couldn't wait no more. I had to feed my baby. My baby needed some food. I needed some food. We was getting shaky. So,
It's now 3:00.
good and hungry at this point. So,
And no, we did not eat breakfast.
no. So after we ate, we went back to the mechanic. He was like, here you go. Here's the estimate, $2,400. We need you to do what you need to do. So get that scheduled so we can get our car door fixed. And, they didn't give us no problems.
No,
He just kept
they really
apologizing. He just really kept apologizing. So all in all, through the heck of the day, it ended pretty well.
Yeah. So the only thing we really had to really pay for is our battery, which was the problem with the whole car in the first place.
But we really were overdue for an oil change, so might as well got it.
Yeah, my said got it, but the battery is what caused the whole drama this morning.
Exactly.
Oil change, we were gonna get that done Friday.
Yeah, so, it just got done early.
It got done early, but
And comped. It was free.
and come to find out my mom was right all along. It was better.
Yep. But boy, today was one of them days that just pushes you to your limits. And it does something to me whenever I know that she hasn't had food. I know sometimes she doesn't eat in the morning regardless. So she eats, she eats lunch and dinner. She just doesn't eat breakfast. That's just how it is. And I got to that point where I know she should have ate by now. So now I'm like stressed. So the day is going longer and shorter at the same time. It's like, I have to take care of my wife, and she wants to eat whatever she wants to eat. It has to be what she wants to eat, and I can't get to it. It's just a long, draining day.
Very long.
Because I felt like I didn't sleep last night, so it's like, that's how I feel right now.
It was like a day that placated on the day before, and it was just hit after hit after hit after hit, and it was just like, okay, that's okay. Sorry. Yep.
Stop.
But it's okay. The devil's working very hard. He's working very hard this week. I don't know why, but he will not win. He will not win.
He sit down.
He will not.
He sit down before he gets sat down. That's what it is. Playing around here.
But so that was our nightmare car story time.
Nightmare. Good Lord, man.
But it's working now. So that's all I can ask for. As long as we can get the door fixed without any problems,
Then we're golden.
then we're great. But that door getting fixed.
You got that right. And I ain't paying for it. I am not paying for it.
They held on to our invoice, but we took pictures of that invoice.
He typed up on their invoice they will take care of it. We have it written that they're gonna take care of it. So I got documentation.
Not saying that they won't, because the guy wasn't acting any kind of way. He was very, very polite about it and very remorseful.
Mm-hmm. But just in case,
$2,400. That's on y'all.
Mm-hmm. We didn't do it.
That's it.
If I'm changing the oil in my car, my passenger door is not going to be open. That still bothers me.
Right.
like what were you doing on that side of the car?
Why was the passenger door open up in the air?
Exactly. It's like it's not like you did it at home where you crawl under the car or nothing like that. You lift it up in the air. So it's like, why is the door open? What was you doing? Playing Spider-Man? Like hanging and stuff? Like what was going on?
What was happening? But
I'll never know. I'll never know, but whatever.
Whatever, as long as it get fixed.
Yep, whatever.
That's all I can ask for. As long as it gets fixed, and then we're fine, because we have to have a car. We need a car, especially with stuff going on right now. There's no way we can't have a car.
Exactly. It's too much going on.
I mean, period. Regardless of pregnancy or whatever, we cannot not have a car. So that concludes our nightmare car story.
Exactly. So if you want more story time along with this prank seal, just let us know. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share this. Send it to your friends. You got a crazy car story? Let us know. Put it in the comments. Also, follow us on all our social media. Instagram, we get more live with it. It's popping. Please follow us on Instagram. You can hit up our Facebook page. It's linked to our Instagram. So do it. The links are down here. Just all you gotta do is click them. They're right down there. So we'll see you next time, all right? You have a good day, good night, and good life.
Yes. Bye.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
You're supposed to go. Why can't you go?